This is Kevin from Prosperity Bank.
Okay.
So I was just giving you a call. I know that you had called one of our banking centers on Friday, and I was following up on behalf of that banking center to see what I could help with.
Oh, I think I talked to you before. You said that you had in the system that someone stole my purse, and in fact, someone had duplicated my debit card and had my PIN number.
No, ma'am. That would not be
It
me.
sounds exactly like you. I have the call recorded. Okay, but you said it's not you. Well, someone had stole my purse. You put in that someone stole my purse and not that someone duplicated my card. And what was ironic that I was supposed to be going with my cousin out of town, and I was supposed to be going to the casino with him because I wanted to get out. But someone had went to the same casino that we were going to and used my card, and someone eventually admitted to doing it on a fake page. But I haven't been able to get law enforcement. I don't know how all these people have access to scammers and commit all these crimes that have been unaddressed for years. But anyway, I don't know who told you put in your account information that my purse was stolen when someone duplicated my card and supposedly and had my PIN. My card was in my purse. But anyway, yeah. So Social Security Administration is saying that they put funds in my account, but I had a different account number. So it should have been rejected and stacked up.
And so how far back is this dating regarding the Social Security Administration?
They're claiming that it happened in 2014, and they said that I kept getting benefits, and they put it and it was deposited in the account. But I don't know why, if it was money was coming in the account and it had a closed account number, why it wouldn't stack up? Why would you guys, and it wasn't going into my account?
Any ACH information like that would be coming from into a closed account would be rejected and sent back to the Social Security Administration. So my recommendation would be to contact the Social Security Administration.
I'm not able to get anything addressed because there's so much corruption and the security came. They're enforcing crimes. I'm just trying to incriminate people. Absolutely no accountability. So Social Security Administration is giving me limited information. So am I able to get the account number and information from you? Do you have any education on who I am?
I know that you're Kiana Clark, yes, ma'am.
Yes, and you're sure we haven't talked because you sound exactly like the person that when I said that I had $2,000 in my account and I wasn't getting funds at multiple different locations in a crisis, and I tried to call the police on the bank, but the police department covered for it. I wanted to know why there was staff misconduct. So when they kept multiple different branches, wouldn't give me funds and was scheming not to give me money in my account, I only communicated with the representative on Forest Lane. I only communicated with her in writing so they would be caught in the crimes. I had been banking there 15 years. So I had never been treated the way that I had been treated in that whole 15 years. So anyway, I wrote down all the communication so she could be caught trying to sabotage my ability to get funds out of my account. So she got mad because I only communicated with her in writing and threw my funds at me and forced me to close my account. Just on campus, that anything goes, just threw my money at me. So I
do remember speaking with you about that a while back regarding that situation.
That was October of 2018, and I made multiple different complaints, and it was ignored, and even called the police on the bank. It was ignored then too.
Okay, so what I'm doing today, Ms. Clark, is I'm calling to see, when you called the banking center on Friday, I'm calling to see what I can help with you on that.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the other crimes that were committed? You just behaving like you were last time we talked.
And so...
You sure this is Prosperity Bank? Are you a scammer?
No, ma'am.
Because I don't understand why Prosperity Bank would cover for crimes. If this is an identity theft ring, someone needs to stand up because these are felonies. So someone duplicated my card, my bank covered for it, and the police department. And my card was in my purse. My purse wasn't stolen, but that's what you read in your notes.
And so, and when you asked if I was the person you spoke with,
I'm pretty sure it was you, sir.
Yes.
Almost positive. It was you.
What I'm not saying is, you said that I said about your purse being stolen, about your debit card being stolen. I didn't say any of that. Now, you did speak with me previously about some of those concerns, and I spoke with you about that, but I did not at any point in time say anything about anybody stealing your debit card or knowing your PIN number or anything like that. So
I was
that's why
communicating that, and you said that you had in your system that my purse was stolen, and that's not what happened. And there was someone there waiting on me, and then they took a picture of me. It was weird.
yeah,
And
I
then
don't know
this man was
anything about
interrupting me,
anybody.
telling other tellers like he was running something. It was strange. I've been banking there a long time, but he didn't want me communicating with certain tellers, so he kind of controlled my experience there. And no, nothing had been done because I was dumbfounded on why I was not a rich lady. Why would someone duplicate my card and then have my PIN number and the police department and my bank cover for it?
And I have
Why would
no
the
idea
Social
about
Security
any of that.
Administration defraud me out of funds and you guys help them? By
So
not putting funds, pretending like the funds were going in an account that they weren't. Why would all these people be conspirators in so many felonies and it be unaddressed for so long? I don't know, sir, because I reported a lot of crimes, and as last time, we're not getting anything resolved. Why would my bank, in a crisis, not give me my own money in my account? And why would the police not take that report? Leaving me
that
in jeopardy,
will,
people eating, my family members crying in terror and eating in front of me. And I have never treated my family like that. I bought them food all the time. I picked the tab up, cooked over at my place, and they came for dinner all the time. So it was amazing that my family was in tears and crying and eating in front of me. So I needed the funds in my account, and you guys wouldn't give it to me. And then the food stamps that were stolen from me, I needed those too. I'm just trying to incriminate people because we've already spoke and nothing was done about the misconduct.
yes, ma'am. And so my recommendation for any type of Social Security,
I did report to you that representatives were keeping my funds from me in corruption. And I've been banking there a very long time. I did report that bank staff was enlisted in psychological abuse and threw my funds at me like I was an animal for trying to get funds in my account that she was trying to defraud me out of. So when she got caught and we only communicated in writing, it showed that the games were being played to keep me from funds in my account. So like a child, she threw my money at me, and there was nothing I can do because everywhere I went covered for it. Me being violated like this.
Ms. Clark, so let me say this. That happened back in, I think, 2018, and that has been reviewed. Anything that we saw from a bank standpoint that should
I
have been
think that I'm talking to
from,
scammers, sir. I don't think that people are this crooked. I think that someone is committing crimes with my phone. I think that these people are involved in an identity theft ring. And
okay,
they're using the same games that they're stealing people's identity on me, hoping that no one believes my story. That's what I believe because banks don't cover for criminal activity.
right, you're absolutely correct. Banks do not cover for criminal
Yeah,
activity.
but I just reported to you that the Social Security Administration was claimed that they were putting funds in a closed account, which should have built up funds and not went in that account. And the account funds were I never got the funds.
Right. They
So
can't
how did they disappear?
That's what I'm trying to recommend, that you have to talk to Social Security.
I've already did, and they recovered. Police security came to remove me the first time when they didn't have their life straight, and now they're blaming it on you guys. I'm just trying to incriminate people because I think this is amazing what I've had to endure. So we talked last time, and we didn't address the staff misconduct
Well,
and
that's
why
fine.
multiple different branches scheme to keep me from funds in my account.
Ms. Clark, let me just stop you 1 second. So we spoke last time. What I'm trying to explain to you is that anything that we saw from an internal bank standpoint that we could have done better, our staff, our associates should have done better, has been handled internally. That's something that we will not share with customers. So anything that we see from a coaching standpoint, a disciplinary action standpoint, or anything like
This is
that,
a hamster wheel.
internally with our associates.
That way they don't get their charges.
That we would not relay over.
Prove we're doing that. Who's going to believe that the government's this crooked?
Right.
You got to prove it.
And that's my point, Ms. Clark. So the bank has nothing to do with that part of it. So if you feel like the Social Security Administration has defrauded you or owe you
how
money,
far back? Why I can't? I'd like to get the banking records.
You closed your account back in 2018, Ms. Clark.
No, they closed. They threw. Let me repeat myself. I asked for funds in my account. They were multiple different branches schemed to keep me from funds in my account. I asked to get a certain amount. The lady forced me to close my account and threw all my funds at me in a rage because she couldn't defraud me out of the funds in my account. So she was upset. and my abuser was able to lash out at her, lash out using her. So like an animal, she threw my funds at me, and I had to leave with all my funds and forced me to close my account.
So
She was upset that she was getting caught in crimes to keep me away. This just happened. I don't understand why people can call me all the time for 6 years, contribute to psychological abuse when my abuser's mad, then hang up. How I can go to MHMR desperate and the MHMR lash out at me when my abuser's mad. I
Ms.
don't
Clark,
understand why when my abuser's mad, someone closes the door on me while I'm trying to catch the bus and why buses leave me.
Ms. Clark,
I don't know,
this is
sir.
representative of Prosperity Bank. I have no control over who shut doors on you at
I
another.
reported to you that I operate someone at first the Forest Lane branch threw my funds at me in corruption because she couldn't defraud me out of the funds in my account. So
Right,
she
and
threw my funds at me and forced me. I did not close my account. She closed it on her own because
look, Ms. Clark,
they multiple different branches. This is how it is. I let them get to me, but that's what it's designed for. He just called me, and they
okay,
want to
look,
taunt and antagonize. It's mind
Ms.
games,
Clark, do me a favor, take a deep breath. So what I'm trying to explain to you
gaslighting.
is that you did receive your funds back in 2018 from your account. The bank has no control over anything else that's going on
I
outside of
just
our bank.
reported that several branches had criminal activity and then schemes defrauded me out of funds in my account, and I could do nothing. I just report. What is your position?
Ms. Clark,
What is your position?
we just went over there.
What is your
Just,
position?
I'm
Do
in our
you know,
compliance.
sir? Are you sure this is a bank? What's your position?
I'm in our compliance department.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Kevin.
Kevin what?
Kevin Valentine.
Kevin Valentine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you're not concerned about branches and taking bribes or for whatever reason depriving me of funds in my account when I was in a crisis and needed it in corruption, I think it'll be fruitless like last time when you had falsified information in your reports that my purse was stolen. If
And
you and the police department are covering for crimes and the Social Security Administration, there's nothing I can do to combat you guys.
once
Felony
again,
after
the
felony
bank has,
continues to be unaddressed. So this is fruitless just like it was last time when you just keep covering up for crimes. You claim you're Prosperity Bank. I don't know who you are, but I
okay,
wouldn't think that a bank would cover for crimes as well as
absolutely.
the police department.
And the banks do not cover for crimes that I know of. And
Well,
so what
you've had falsified information in your account that someone stole my purse, and I reported to my bank that I didn't understand how my card was duplicated, and then they had my PIN and went to where I was going to go with my cousin and took funds out of my account, ATM,
okay.
and you're still not appalled by that, like as you weren't last time.
Okay, and so for what I'm understanding, the call that you made to the banking center on Friday was the same call that we had back, I believe, in June.
I just wasn't sure after I thought about the situation in the scam. How could the funds should have been rejected and
Okay, so
built
that's what
up,
I'm trying
piled
to
up?
clarify.
If the Social Security Administration is claiming that they put the account funds in a closed account, then it
Hey,
should have stacked up.
all right, Ms. Clark, you've kind of gone from one thing to the next. You keep jumping around on me, okay?
I think this is a form of gaslighting, sir. This is psychological abuse I've had to endure through these calls, not knowing what was going on. So I'm just not quite sure why you're not appalled that someone duplicated my card and took money out the ATM and you had fraud off in your reports stating that someone stole my purse, and
Okay,
why the police denied me investigation as well as my bank.
okay.
We have failed to address that. While you're saying that I'm all over the place, I don't understand why this just happened at MHMR when they were depriving me of a therapy for the abuse I've had to
Clark,
endure years.
please understand, you're talking about something at HMR. That has nothing to do with the
I'm
bank.
just giving examples for viewers so they can
Well,
understand what I've had to endure. Back again to the problem. The problem of it is that you had falsified information in your documentation stating that my purse was stolen. I reported to the bank that someone duplicated my card, and then you had my PIN.
okay,
But the bank covered for it as well as the police department. I also communicated with you that staff, for whatever reason they did, defrauded me out of funds in my account in corruption. And I called the police on the bank, but this is fruitless because you're covering for it like you did last time. I let all this emotional distress and all these schemes for psychological abuse get to me. I've had to endure it 6 years. I should be fully aware of what's done for torment. So, sir, if you're unwilling to do anything about those crimes, then it's fruitless for us to speak as it was last time. And then you said it wasn't you, and it was.
Yes, ma'am, it was me. I do remember speaking to you back in June. That issue has already been resolved, and so I'm calling today to see what we can
It's for
help you with
torment.
on
He
Friday.
has
Okay.
people call me all the time, people saying that they were from news, that they want to help, and then play games. They have, oh, I want to help you. And then they say, okay, and play games and ask me all these questions and then get off the phone, and I never got to help. I would be emotional wreck. But now I'm used to these games.
But once
So
again,
you're telling me to go to the Social Security Administration. If they claim that they put the funds in the account in a closed account, why would I go back? You said that it would go back to them?
yes, if they tried to send money to a closed account, that would be sent rejected and sent back to them. We cannot put money into a closed
I want
account.
my banking records
From
from 2010 to 2016.
So the banking records, you can get the banking records, but they would only be available due to retention for 7 years after the account's closed. So whatever we have available in retention, we'll be happy to give to you.
Okay, for 7 years after the account's closed.
So we only retain records for 7 years after the account has been closed.
Okay, so it will be 2011 to 2014.
Let's see. I'm sorry, I apologize. So that would be 5 years after the account's closed. So once you've closed the account, we would keep those records for 5 years.
Okay, because it keeps changing so people can to conceal crimes. How could you misconstrue that? So what year would it go back to?
Let me pull it real quick. Give me 1 second to slow.
Okay. I'd like to. You're deflecting on when. How far will it go back? What year?
Okay, I can get you that information. I was just trying to see if I could help with what you were looking for.
Oh, okay. As Social Security Administration stated they put funds in there. I don't understand why you can't tell me what year we're deflecting again, like our last call.
No,
And so you appear to be covering for crimes, like you appear to be doing the same thing today. So what would be the year that I could get records for?
That's what I'm looking. I'm pulling that information up for you.
You're pulling it up. You're pulling it up. Okay.
We have the records all the way back until we have June of 2018 through 11/18. So we only have that statement available for you due to our 5-year retention.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that the farthest you can go back, you said 7 years after the bank account is closed, 5 years after the bank account was closed. That's not making sense.
So I can go back to June 1st of 2018 today.
That doesn't make sense. You said 5 years after the bank account was closed. It was closed October of 2018. That's not 5 years.
Right. So it was closed in 2018.
So 5 years would have been 20. I'm sorry, 2018. Yep, 5 years
would be 10/23.
Okay, not thinking right now. Yes. So, you said 5 years after the bank. 5 years after, or 5 years before?
So once the account's closed, we would retain those records for 5 years.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can't. I'm just one person. I just have to document the information. So let me see. 2018, 5 years. I cannot think.
So if you close your account in October of 2018, 5 years from that would be October 23rd, October 2023. That's 5 years since you closed your account.
Okay. Okay. Well, when the funds were taken out of my account and I went to the bank account, I can't remember where it was at. I went to talk to a banking supervisor, and she would not give me proof that I had identity theft in 2017. See, I had identity theft in 2017, and then you guys deprived me of funds in my account in 2018. So before the identity theft, you guys schemed so I couldn't get funds. After the identity theft, you schemed so I couldn't get funds in my account. You had to do something different. So when I went to the banking location to get proof, she told me she didn't have it. She blatantly lied to me at the bank. So then when I looked on the computer, I went around the corner and she watched what she was doing on the computer because I knew she was lying. But, so anyway, to make a long story short, I saw that she was not doing the right thing with her computer, and I showed her which way to go to get the funds. Well, to get the information on what happened. So then when I walked her through how to print out my information, she had blatantly lied. And then when I came around the desk, she said, "You can't be around for here. I have other accounts." I said, "Ma'am, this is my account. What are you talking about?" So then she was forced to give me the printout that I had identity theft. So I went to the police department. They threatened to take me to jail for trying to report it and forced me to leave at police headquarters in Dallas. So what I have been going through this years of all these amazing criminal activity that has been forced on me, and all these kind of identity theft, crimes to keep me from funds in my account, crimes to keep me from a lot of different things, including children. I'm just trying to incriminate people, sir. You did not help me when we talked last time. You covered for crimes, and I would expect for you to do the same thing this time. If the bank didn't care and the police department didn't care that I had identity theft, why would you care today? Okay.
Yeah, I've done the best I've done the best I can do.
Well, I called the police on the bank. The best was not done. We did not get into a common ground on why the bank would not give me funds in my account with an ID and social security card. And all you required was ID. We did not come into a common ground on why that happened. We did not come to a common ground on why the police department wouldn't take the report.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not talking.
Well, we didn't come to a common ground why you had in your records that my purse was stolen with my information in it instead of the truth.
I can't answer for the police. I can't answer for H&M Mart. I can't answer for anything.
I'm not being heard like I wasn't last time when we spoke. You told me that in the information you had that someone stole my purse. That's not what I reported. It's different when someone duplicates your card that is in your purse. So that means that someone was committing a crime that had, access to me to know my debit card and all that personal information to duplicate it. So I was reporting that I had an abuser that was behind all this damage, but the police department and the bank covered for him. He admitted it on a fake page.
I can't answer for that.
Well, if the law enforcement, family members, churches, everywhere I turn covers for these felonies, what am I supposed to do? I'm one human being. And if I can't find any person of integrity to think that this stuff is insane and want something to be done to interrupt it, what am I supposed to do? If my bank keeps on covering up for felonies and everywhere I go, so okay, we've had the conversation, sir. I'm just trying to incriminate people so something's done. Okay, bye.
Feel free to give me a call if you have any other questions. Like you said, you have my number here. Feel free to give me a call. I'll be more than happy to discuss anything that you need to discuss regarding your bank account, okay?
Well, it's nothing that can be done if you only have the records for
right.
So 5 years after it's closed, it does. I mean, why don't you have anything?
If the Social Security Administration is telling you that they put money into a closed account, then you need to ask them where that money went back to after the bank rejected it, because they cannot deposit money into a closed account.
Well, I don't know how to combat that. You guys said that I had a different account number than the account number I gave you, and they're claiming that they put it in a closed account and corruption.
Ask Social Security Administration what account number they put it into.
The one that I gave the operator the other day. And she said that I had a different one. I did have an issue, and they recommended that I change my account number.
You hadn't had an account with us since 2018, Ms. Clark.
Right, but I had an issue before then, and they recommended that I change my account number. That's how the account was closed, and I had a new account number that they claimed that they put funds in. Yeah, but I don't know what to do, sir.
I can tell you as far back as June of 2018, I don't see any deposits from the Social Security.
No, they said that they stopped doing the deposits in 2016.
Yeah, then I would have no record of that going into your bank account. So, I mean, you would have to have her.
That doesn't go back very far. That's kind of unbelievable that you guys don't keep records longer than that.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
And it's kind of unbelievable that you are not amazed that staff schemed to keep me from funds in my account, and you don't want any accountability for that. And it's
And I
also amazing why they would put misleading information off in the records showing stating that my purse was stolen and not that someone duplicated my card in corruption and went to an ATM and took funds out of my account. They claim. I think that it was someone that electronically stole funds and was trying to teach me a lesson by trying to go to the casino, and then stole made it seem like they went to the casino to take funds away. That it's just sadistic. Like they had it was at a casino that I couldn't go to because I was robbed of the funds in my account.
yeah,
It,
I don't have I have no knowledge of any type of casino information.
well, I reported it to you guys and you covered for it. You should have knowledge because I did
I'm
eventually
looking
get a
at
refund after I
actual bank
complained and
information.
complained. That the bank would seem to be covering for it and the police department. I eventually got a refund for the fraud. So if you the bank and you're covering for it in the police department, what I'm just pushed into a corner. But anyway, I've been stressed out today. I can barely talk. I need to take a break. I let these calls get to me and people around me. So I'm
I
just
wish
gonna go
you the
back to the
best.
church service I was trying to attend when you call.
No problem. I wish you the best of luck, Miss Clark. And once again, you have my number. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Okay?
What can be done?
Just in case you have any other additional questions, just give me a call rather
Sure.
than the banking
Okay,
center.
bye.
Okay? Okay.